Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to our progressing Metallica discography. So, for the uninitiated, allow me to fill you in very quickly about what this is all about. So, in the current year, on Christmas Day, I plan on sewing everything up and putting a neat little bow on our time with Metallica for good by doing a very simple video called Every Single Metallica Song Ranked from Worst to Best. As you can imagine, several things have to be taken into account when doing something like this. Chief among which, we have to pretty much go through Metallica's entire library one last time. Well, there are worse things that can happen, I suppose. And, well, we are now at the halfway point of Metallica's load, and surprisingly, there's a lot of really good stuff on this album. Do I think it's like top tier material? I think it's above average, but I think Bleeding Me is probably my pick for like favorite thus far. But then again, there's still at least more. There's more to come. So let's see exactly what we get. And well, whilst I know that there's a lot of things on this album that seem to revolve around addiction, we are still looking for the cure to all of this. See what I did there? No? Okay, let's just get on with it. You've got the bear... Oh, no. Certainly does believe, all right. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Cure by Metallica, and yeah, a little bit of a tricky one, this, because ironically, this is a problem I may have had also with 2x4 and King Nothing, is that curiously, I did kind of like look at the time for it, and like it's just under 5 minutes. To be honest, it did kind of feel like a bit of a long time, if I'm honest. And yeah, I am gonna knock points off it for that, for the fact that it did kind of feel like a little bit of a drag, sadly. So yeah, I'm actually gonna knock it down actually quite low for that. Yeah. And I suppose again this is the sort of like the problem when there are so many songs out there and so many songs on just one album, and this is where it's sort of like has a bit of an issue, not so much with quality over quantity, although people can argue with that, but I think there's also a problem with like one and too many songs sounding the same, and they kind of have like the same sort of riff and a little bit upbeat. And this is even the truth of things like Bleeding Me as well, was that it's good, but I feel like, do I think it's like any better than Until It Sleeps or Hero of the Day? Yeah, I think that's the bit of a problem I feel like the album has, is that there are songs that kind of do start to blend into each other, and thankfully I think they're just distinct enough so that I can sort of like tell one apart. Yeah, not quite the way I thought it was going to be, but yeah, that's kind of why, that's what my honest opinion is. But, well, with that being said, because I should explain, the way I did this is that before we even started, I made a tier list on Tier Maker so that I could have like a point of reference, so I can shuffle things back and forth. So I sort of know where my mind is in terms of what do I think's better than the others. And that's sort of how we got to where we are right now. But there's still a fair few to go, so let's get to it. And in the meantime, I will see all of you guys again next time. Thank you.